An unwavering mess. Welcome to Be the First of the new stream. That was dumb that I had that issue. Utterly stupid. In pretty much every single way. Now I gotta go find this in my YouTube so I can delete the old stream and not have people going into it. Wow. Content, live, and yeah, we're gonna delete that one. Delete, that's useless. Get it off of YouTube. Okay. Huh. I don't know, that was a thing. Delete that too. Okay, got those out of here. All right, here we go. New stream, the right one. Hey, Matthew, welcome in. Get it all rolling. Okay. I showed this car off because I had to show off. I don't know if I showed this off yet. Got a Hero 10. This is going to be used on my snowmobile / Daytona trips, and we're going to be filming a bunch of stuff with this and seeing how it works out. So far, not impressed. The thing literally can't function in the cold weather. That's kind of a problem if you know anything about snowmobiling. But yeah, so we're going to be documenting a little bit of that. And that's why this car is pretty cool, because it's a GoPro car and it looks really, really good. It's a great looking paint scheme. So anyway. Okay, so where do we start? Let's start with the 3 arrivals that are not. The Denny Coke 600 ARCs are shipping. The Elites aren't yet. Not yet. Here's the first 3 things I'll show off. Number 1, Kyle Busch's first career win in Elite. Picked this one up last week, and fantastic car. So yeah, this is his first win from Fontana. I have the pin somewhere. I haven't found it. The review for this one will be up sometime while I'm on the trip. I'm going to record a bunch of videos in the next 2 days before I leave, and that way I have at least one video going up per day while I'm gone. Second car on that list that I actually have to work on trying to get something dealt with on a claim because it didn't come in one piece, unfortunately. 2015 Brickyard 400 Elite. So this is Kyle's 2015 Brickyard 400 Elite with the pin. So that officially should complete my Brickyard 400s, I think all the way down to 2010. So I have to go get 2010. But after 2010, I have 2009, 2008, 2007, 2006, and 2005, and 2004. So now all the way down to 2003 is where I need to get my next one. Okay. Oh, let's see here. What's the braces and tethers? Is the rope-like thing tethers and the bars are the braces? Yes, those are braces and tethers. The braces are just basically like things that kind of help hold the hood up in the actual car, and then the tethers are to keep the hood from falling off the car if it's a big crash. So yeah. Teal blue with the dog, pink 9. What? I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. Let's see. I'm an extra sad Bucks fan today. That's all right. You guys can go back to being the worst team in the league. Not that a Jets fan would know anything about that. Can I do a video on how to install braces and tethers on a car? So you can't really install them into a car. What you can do is swap an existing car with braces and tethers and keep them on the chassis. I can reattach them to the hood. I can't reattach them to the chassis. Okay. Step 1. What was I going to do first? Oh, yes. This one here. Slide that one out of the way as well. I got a bunch of cars, by the way, guys, that are going to be going on eBay here while I'm gone as well. Starting probably tonight, actually, is when some of these will start. Maybe tomorrow. But just so you know, do I still sell the racing replica helmets? I can. I haven't been stocking them because I kind of held on to a couple that I had brought in just to see if there was interest, and they didn't move very quick. So if you want them, just let me know, and I can definitely get them. The thing is, I just can't offer to stock everything. You know, there's only so much stock you can have. For instance, all those cars in that bin, that's all 164s from last year. And they just don't move. You know, they're just not a super popular thing. I get it, but I'm just less likely to carry that many 164s in the future, you know? Okay, so what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I got to open this box up so I can show you the new cars that came in. There we go. We got a Josh Berry. Who else we got? I can't remember who else was in this. Got a few different ones. Yeah, like I said, Matthew, I can get them. You just got to shoot me. Let me know which ones, and I can definitely get them and put them on the site and everything. But I'm more likely to do that based on a request, you know. What do I think of the Night Owl 2.0? I actually really like it. I think that little extra blue accent in there is a really nice touch. I don't know. A lot of people were really down on it, but I kind of thought that was a little unnecessary. I thought it was pretty decent. All right. Let's see. Are we going to start with this one? Yeah, I think we're going to start with this one. Do I have Kyle Busch's 2012 shootout win? I do not. I do not have that one. What are these? Okay. So the first thing I guess we'll show is this is the Gateway wins for Joey Logano. So I'll have to get these photographed and put in on the website. They are on the website already. They're just not photographed. So new photographs, but these are the only 164s that came. So Logano, Gateway win. I was at the Gateway race, so I'm actually pretty excited. But the reason I'm not going to show that car off is because I've got the big one coming out later in the box here. All right, so let's start with this one. This is Brad Keselowski's Bristol Dirt win. So you can see there, Solomon Plumbing, Bristol Dirt Raced version standard. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this one out. There we go. Too bad I'm sticking to buying 164s for a bit. Otherwise, I'd be hitting your Barry. The Barry autograph. Well, his Charlotte win just came in autographed, so there's that one. But here's what we're going to look at today. This is the raced version for Bristol on Brad Keselowski. Oddly enough, I did not get the Chase Elliott one. Who am I kidding? I got the Chase Elliott one. It's just coming from a different source. So yeah, here is the Brad Keselowski race version for Bristol. I don't think there's a race win card or anything because he didn't win, so there shouldn't be a stat card. But we can still take a look at the car itself. Point out the fact that that spoiler is still way too tall, but you know, it is what it is. Chrome number, that looks good. A lot of dirt around the front end here especially, so I'm liking that. I'm not sure what to think of the hood vents being that color. I think they kind of stick out like a sore thumb, in my personal opinion. So I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that or not. Let's see. Moving around to the back, you can see some marks on that corner panel. A little bit of dirt and mud back here. No right side window. I'm pretty sure they had right side windows at Bristol, but I could be wrong. A couple of donut marks here on the right side. You can see the Goodyear lettering is gone. So, you know, we do have some contact on the right side. I think it looks pretty good. But overall, I mean, it's a Brad Keselowski race version. This is the only one we're going to get besides his Daytona one. But, you know, Daytona ones don't generally have a ton of damage to it. So, I don't know. Pretty good looking car. Not my favorite paint scheme in the world. You know, I think the green is okay. But it's not something that would, like, you know, make me jump all over it. So it's an okay looking car, paint scheme wise, but you do have some really good race detail to it. So I'd say it's a pretty solid one. But yeah, we got one Elite. I just picked it up basically to do a review on it. So we will have a full diecast review. And then this one will go on the website, not one sticking in my collection. So, all right, so let's move that one on. And let's go to our next one. Oh, Parker got that Talladega win. I should have got you the pin then. I didn't know it was your birthday, or I would have thrown a Talladega race pin in with it. I'd have thrown one of these in, because why not? But should have let me know. Gotta put a message in there or something like, hey, it's my birthday too, and I'll definitely do that. Now, that being said, I'll only do it once per year. So even if you lie about your birthday, that means when your actual birthday comes around, I can't help you there. Oh, you got it from a different website. Now I can't. Now I don't like you. Sorry, Parker. You've been banished. You're no longer on my good side. No, I'm just kidding. All right, next one. Here's our next one. Oh my gosh, we have some crumbity crumbs. Here we go. All right. Should you do it? Chase Elliott fan says, the Chase Elliott 2022 designed to drive children of Atlanta healthcare diecast that has the dogs and the pink 9. Thinking about buying it to go with last year's car. I would. I mean, I get all the cars, especially when they have playoff banners. I have to go with it. But yeah, definitely I would get that one. Okay, and if you can get a special finish, liquid color, definitely. Anyway, here's our next one. This is Ryan Blaney's All-Star win from the 2022 season. In Elite, we have 164, or sorry, one ARC that came through, but went out already, and I actually didn't even have a chance to do a review on it. So, we're going to do a review on the Elite. And like I said, all these videos will post sometime while I'm gone. I don't think his skin was ugly. I mean, it was designed by a child with cancer, so, I mean, way to be a jerk, man. No, it's... All right, here we go. This one does have a race win card because it is the All-Star race, but I'm not going to pull the card out because it's... That's for the review. If you want to see that, you got to go to the review. Okay, so here is the Ryan Blaney All-Star win. Now, the chrome rims, I will say, I'm not a fan. I think they're too clean for a raced version diecast. Their chrome rims are just way too clean. And so, as much as I like this car overall, I really like the confetti, the paint scheme, Wrangler, all that. It's all good. The downside is, like I said, these rims are way, way too clean. Like, they weren't that clean in Victory Lane, you know? So I just wish they had done a little bit more, maybe dirty up these rims a little bit if they can, because that's a little bit annoying, because it's like, they have most of the car okay, but man, that rim it's really distracting. And I know the Gateway one's going to look the same, but don't worry, I'm going to be doing some adjustments to that. But yeah, overall, not a bad scheme. A lot of confetti on the windshields and on the back too. But you can see the same problem here on the back. The spoiler is supposed to be down here with the yellow, and then they just have this way massive extra clear piece on top. I know they're trying to make it look shorter by doing this. Just make it shorter. I mean, that's all we're asking. Just make it shorter. Ugh, I don't know. Good looking car nonetheless, but we'll get a review on that. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with a couple parts of it, but it's not like one of those where, you know, I've had cars where it's like, I get them in, I'm kind of excited for them, and then I just literally turn around and say, nope, sell it, get rid of it, I don't want it. Perfect example of that was the Byron Martinsville car. That car, I didn't like the race out, to begin with, and then you had to add in the fact that the car was literally inaccurate in terms of its finish, and so I just had to get rid of it at that point. It just wasn't something I was interested in. So, okay. Yes, he's the adult Candyman. One day he's running Skittles gummies, the next one it's weed gummies. All right, so that's the Blaney one. All right, what's our next one in here? Josh Berry. Here we go. Josh Berry Charlotte win. All right, what else is in here? This piece of paper will tell me. All right, Josh Berry. We got Joey Darlington, Joey Gateway. Okay, so we got a couple of those. And yep, we did that. Okay, yep, perfect. So I got a couple more to show. How is the Byron Martinsville not right? The Raptor scheme should have had a flat finish on it, or what they call a matte finish, and instead the car had a glossy finish. So they basically just didn't make the car right. The scheme was just wrong. Say hello. Say hello to other peoples. Yes, you want to say hello? He's making his guest appearance. But he's a little camera shy today. Hi. Yes. The cat has made his appearance. I have to now pay him his royalties. I do like Chastain's Advent Health car. I like that one. I will say I like the Hooters Night Owl. I like the Napa scheme. Kelly Blue Book car is okay. It exists, That's about all it can be. I should upgrade my Prius. There is no upgrade for a Prius. The Prius is the greatest car in the world. Met Kyle Busch at Pocono and he was rude. I mean, it depends on what it's for. I know Kyle Busch at Bristol, he couldn't sign anything for fans, but apparently there's a contract thing where he was not allowed to sign he wasn't allowed to sign items at any appearances because of a contract with a sponsor that was signed somewhere along the line, which I thought was kind of silly. I think having a contract where drivers aren't allowed to sign cars is silly. Okay, so here's the Josh Berry Charlotte win. This is the one with the HarrisonsUSA.com. We do have the Salutes tires and Salutes banner. I will say the gray on this tire is weird. I don't think I've ever seen it with that much gray. It's actually supposed to be worn out rubber, but it's just really gray. You can see here we have some marks on the right side. A lot of donut marks, so good contact made between these guys. I would say this is his best race win thus far, but if I'm being perfectly frank, I think my favorite so far is the Vegas win. Of all the wins he's had, I think the Vegas one is probably the best. This one would come in second. It's a good-looking car. It was a great race, but I think I have to take the Vegas one over this one at the moment. But overall, good looking car. It is an Xfinity car, so there's not a ton of detail to it. But I will say, at least the Xfinity cars look good. But I really wish that price was back down where it used to be. Man, those Xfinity cars are so expensive for how cheap they are. The Vegas win from last year, Keon. Where he's in the one car. Or wait, was he in the one car this year? No, Sam Mayer's in the one car. Yeah, no, the number one where he was in a Nets car. That's the one I'm referring to, not the one from this year. If a car finished a race with a missing part, would Lionel cut that part out or decal it missing? Depends on where that part is missing at. If it's on a corner panel, sometimes they will cut the corner panel out. If it's missing in the middle of a door, they're going to just leave it. So it just depends on where it is. Let's see. I see the Bristol sweep set. Yes. Bristol sweep from 2017. Passing the torch. And then there's his 164 set. And then a Brad Sweet sprint car. That's my background. I found it easier to put 3 big things up as a background than stacking a bunch of little things because everything always got knocked down. And it was driving me nuts. So I decided to go to a solid background. All right. I am not a fan of NASCAR removing the top 30 points for playoff eligibility. Well, honestly, if we're being completely frank, Nick, it's a joke all around. Anybody not in the top, if you can't be top 20 in points after 26 races, like, what is your argument that says I deserve to be in the championship hunt? You know, like, that's like saying I'm bottom half in the NFL and I deserve a chance at the playoffs, even though I have I only have 4 wins. And the argument could be, well, someone could always get hot. Yeah, sure, but does that really mean you deserve to win a championship? I don't think so. So, all right, so here's a little bit of a controversial one up next. This is going to be Joey Logano's Darlington win. And in this one, you'll see there is no right rear or left rear tire. He did a burnout and lost the tire. And so Lionel just sent it without a tire, and they have the wrong color rim. So, yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, basically this one needs a lot of effort and stuff into it as well. It's the same issue as the other ones where it shouldn't have this color rim. Tires look okay for the Goodyear throwbacks and whatnot, but man, it needs some help. Good news is I do have a donor chassis to screw with and mess around with to try and get this one corrected. But before I do this one, I'm actually going to do the Gateway car because I was at Gateway, so I'd rather have that one be accurate. But we'll mess around with it and see if we like what becomes of it. So, but yeah, this one, we do have the chrome rims. Overall, you do have some good marks here on the right side. Scrapes, the Goodyear lettering's gone. You can see definitely a lot of dirt and stuff. We got the confetti. The car paint scheme itself is mediocre. It's not a terrible paint scheme, but I don't know. This race, the way he won it by just punting Byron, I'm not a huge fan. DIN number 8 and all that, but big Pennzoil logo. So not a bad looking car, but yeah, I don't know. I think the problem with the Penske cars, which is going to be on all the Penske cars, is just that the chrome rims were more of a charcoal at the end of all the races, just strictly based on, the fact that they got dirty. I mean, they went through an entire race, so they're going to get dirty. And not NASCAR, Lionel didn't really adjust for the fact that they're going to have dirt on them at the end of the race that they didn't have on at the start. And so how do they make the rims dirty? I don't know. I think they could have gone to a charcoal gray color, the gunmetal gray like the Hendrick cars, and it would have looked okay, but we'll never know now. Starting to wonder our driver's sign in black Sharpie. I'm starting to just get the standard and try to get it signed in person. Yeah, I don't understand that either. If Lionel is specifically offering autographed edition, to me, there's no excuse for black to ever be used. It needs to be silver or gold or, maybe a paint pen that matches the color of the car, but those windshields need to have visible signatures. There's no excuse for the Coda win for Chastain being black. That's a terrible job, I guess, by whoever somewhere along the line, but it was not good enough. So yeah, let's see here. So starting to wonder why driver. Oh wait, I just did that one. Let's see. Moffitt is a menace. Yes, he is. Please no hate, Tigers fan. I don't even see him. The 187s will be missed. I do miss them. I had a lot of 187s. I still do, by the way. How are the Icon finishes? As a Harvick fan, it's enticing to shell out the money, but The render photo doesn't really tell whether it's worth it or not. That's true. That's one thing I've never done a video on. I've never done a review on an Icon finished car. But, basically, it's a regular Elite in terms of detail, but every component is chrome. Every component. Every single component on that car will be chrome. Body, yep. Chassis, yep. Steering wheel, yep. All the little parts inside, yep. All of it chromed out. So that's really the only thing. You don't get any extra detail, bonus detail. It's the same detail. The difference is every component has been chromed out. That's basically what it is. I don't know. I hope they just do Harvick's final ride in that or something. That car went almost Kyle Busch. Let's see what. I'm not sure what that is. Make it to grade 8. Oh, that's right, Die Hard. I forgot you're a Joey fan, but you're also a Noah fan. So believe me, I actually am curious. How are you going to react if Joey does that to Noah at some point this year? If Noah's running with the lead and having a shot to win, and then Joey just punts him, like what is going to be your reaction? Because I'm a huge Noah guy, and I mean, from my experience, Noah doesn't wreck a guy unless he has a reason, and the reason's not petty bullcrap like Logano's was, which was, oh, he crowded me. It's like, well, no, he'll dump you if you dump him, kind of thing. Let's see, Joe Graff to the 19. Woo, talent, I guess, kind of. Who are you going for in the Super Bowl? Chiefs are my second team, so I'm going for them, but the Eagles are the better team, so I think they will win. I am going to root for the Chiefs because I like, well, first of all, I've been to Arrowhead a number of times. My cousin's a Chiefs fan, and so, there we go. So because I have the, I've been to Arrowhead and have experience with a lot of their fans and stuff. I love Kansas City. I wouldn't mind them getting their second Super Bowl in the last decade or whatever. Philadelphia, I don't have a comment. I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles fans that are in Philadelphia deserve a Super Bowl, to be honest. The way that they treat anybody that comes into their stadium to watch a game is ridiculous to me. I mean, throwing eggs at people and that kind of crap, like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I'm the type of person that says, look, if you're coming to a game, you should be able to go watch the game. Yes, you can deal with a little bit of haggling and a little heckling. That's fine. Throwing eggs at people and crap like that, I don't know. So, no, I will not go with the Eagles at that point. And it's literally their fans. I have no problems with the team itself. I think the team of players and the guys around it, not that bad, but I cannot stand the fact that they act like such buffoons, at the game, and they just get basically, oh, it's just passion. It's not passion when you act like a moron. So anyway, this one is the gateway win, so this one's actually going to be going in a display case. This is going to be going. I'll show you where it's going to go. It's going to go right there, that empty spot. So there's the Kurt one. This one will go right there, and that'll be the win, and that'll be the Buescher win. So it's got some cool cars this year. I got Kurt, Logano, Bubba, and Buescher. So kind of some cool wins. Yeah, we got the big Pennzoil logo. We got the chrome rims, which, like I said, they're not quite right. So I'm going to have to do some tweaking on that. But Ford emblems up on the roof camera. Chrome rims, man. But honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I think the detail on this ended up looking pretty darn good. I thought the detail was potentially going to be lacking. But I look at these right rear fenders and the little rubber buildup. And spoiler height is incorrect again, but I don't think I'm ever going to get that. I'm never going to win this argument with Lionel until they finally fix it, but I will always say it. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Anyway, so, yeah, we might be tweaking with the rims a little bit, but we'll see. But, yeah, this is a pretty cool car. Obviously, Joey's one of my literal least favorites. I would have loved to seen Kyle get the win. But that being said, he raced him clean. He raced him good. He just simply had the better car than Kyle that day, so I didn't mind him win that way. I just... I said I would have been rooting more for Kyle. But overall, Gateway was a good race. That was just two guys that were racing good and hard with each other, and they raced each other clean, so I didn't have any problem with it. Even if my least favorite driver wins, I can be fine with it as long as they were the best guy all day and, had the full deserving thing to win. It just drives me nuts when, when someone uses a cheap shot to not race the other guy. Let's see here. Send me the icon car for free. I'm your favorite mod. Agreed. Probably not. But I will get one in. I think I'll get one in, and we'll do that now. Let's see. I don't know who my favorite. Actually, the easiest way to tell who the favorite mod is very simple. It's literally going to come down to who is it that's gotten the car most recently. I'm just kidding. I gotta look actually though, because I believe I got a notification just a minute ago. Yes, I did. Okay, so the notification I just got a couple minutes ago is that the Chase Elliott Nashville wins are on the way. They will be here next Monday. I will be in Michigan. I will be back on Wednesday night, so we will see some of those things on Wednesday. But I will have those Elliott Nashville wins by next week. Okay. Pretty ticked off since Noah's the main guy now. Yep, I was wondering because I think Noah's going to be kind of a good rooting interest. I think he's super fun. Let's see here. What was the last one I needed to show off? That's Gateway. Oh yeah, that's all of them. Because I don't need to show the Justin Allgaier one. I got to take photos of it. But Allgaier one from Phoenix or from Darlington, I have already shown a review of that. Now there's an autographed edition. So if you're looking for the Allgaier Darlington, now there will be an autographed edition on the website because I sold out of the regular. So at least I have something I can offer. But yeah, guys, otherwise it's a fairly short stream. I didn't have that many cars to go through, but I figured I'm going to Michigan. I'll be gone for like a full week, kind of a full week. And so I wanted to get a live stream done before I leave and then also explain what's coming up in the future quick. So first thing I'm going to do is let's go through some chats. So going to go for the Chiefs because I'm one of the closest friends, because one of my closest friends is a huge Bills fan. That's pretty good. Clyde's going for Philly, so I think I can understand that. He's a big Philly guy. Just don't act like Philly fans. That's all we ask. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm way too far behind. I'm gonna skip forward. So I'm gonna slide forward, and if I've missed your chat, you can repost it. But this is all the way back to the Super Bowl conversation, and you guys are out chatting me. Okay. Gonna pick up Friesen's Texas one 164th from their site, but it's $30 when you factor in shipping. Holy smokes, that's bad. I should probably pick up the Texas win in 124. I haven't done a review on that, and I know they're going to be coming out soon, so I should probably do that. Can you give me at least my username said? Lil Floppa? Is that what you just want me to say your username? Lil Floppa. Race Grace, can you do a confetti tutorial on 124s? Confetti tutorial. I've done a video on the best confetti cars, but there really isn't a tutorial on it. The car either has confetti or it doesn't. And so, I don't know. I haven't had that. See you later, Chase fan. Hope you enjoyed. Let's see. Denny fan says, I'm going to Volusia February 9th, 10th, and 11th. Enjoy it. Kane will be running. Sweet will be running. So I'm a little jealous, not going to lie. I want to see that new number 9 running. I like the new paint scheme, but I'll get to see it a little bit later on in the season. Am I going to do reviews on the Checkers Wreckers Ross Chastain? You bet I am. So I will definitely be doing that one. Am I doing a video on the boxes? I will do an entire video talking about boxes at some point, but I have to wait until I have a negative comment about boxes so that I can reply with the new link. It's just kind of a petty way of doing that. The Martinsville will be here Friday. Really? Huh. I thought that would have been going faster than that. It goes priorities, and I shipped it Monday, I want to say. Maybe it was... Yeah, it was Monday. I think it was Monday. Maybe it was Tuesday. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? It was Tuesday. I boxed it Monday, but they didn't pick it up. That's what it was. Okay, so I remember. The late models put on a good show at Volusia. The sprint cars always put on a good show no matter where they go. But yes, I do agree. So yes. Also, I'm supposed to check Instagram DM. I'll take a look if it's anything worth it. Let's see. Oh, it's the... Yes, I do see your Salutes car. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I put the wrong name on it. I hear you. Let's see here. Kyle Busch crashes stage 2 or 3 in the big one in 500. I hope not, because I'll be there. When should the Noah Elite come out? The 16? That one should probably be out in another 2 months or so, maybe a month. I think it's 2 months, though, because that one got offered late. That one wasn't offered until, like, for some reason, the very end of the season. So that one's going to be a little bit behind. Okay, more of a late model fan. No problem. I mean, Kyle Larson's running late models, so he's entertaining to watch, but I'm telling you, the difference between the late models at Knoxville versus the sprint cars at Knoxville, it's not even close. Those sprint cars are so fun. Do I have any cool Elliott cars? My birthday is Saturday, and I want to get a car or two. Well, the good news, AJ, I'm actually going to show you a couple that are going to be listed here soon. One of them is, let's see, it's not here. Shoot. I have some eBay ones going up tomorrow, so keep your eye open. But tomorrow, the Chase Elliott A-Shock Color Chrome, the Phoenix Wind, is it Galaxy or Liquid? I think it's the Phoenix Wind Liquid. A-Shock, what was the other A-Shock car? There's another A-Shock special finish. There was a Hooters car. So there's a number of special finish cars going up tomorrow. Also, this one may be a little expensive, but the Darlington throwback car, the one not with the white, but the blue one, the classic blue throwback car, will be going up. So there will be, I do have one to go. So on eBay, there will be the blue car that ran in practice, the one that crashed, and then they had to go with the white top. This will be the blue one, but that one will be available. Suarez Sonoma should be probably in the next 2 weeks. I think Elliott will win the 500. He's good at the super speedways last year. I hope so. I would love to be there for Elliott to win the 500. That would be incredible. Why are all of the eBay listings bids? That's just because I always figure I'll put it on there, and then if people bid them up, they bid to what they're valued at. That's just where I've always set it at. Mostly because I can have all my auctions end on the same day. So imagine for me trying to ship them, I'd rather them all end on, say, Wednesday, because then I know I can ship them Thursday or Friday. You know, if I have them ending on a Tuesday, but I can't ship till Thursday, well, then I have an extra day in there where I'm not getting the thing shipped fast enough, and I don't like to do that if I can help it. So yeah, that's why I set them that way usually. But isn't it funny I sold out in 2020 of Logano, and you got a few, and that was a year Noah became my Xfinity driver. Oh yes, I enjoy those Logano cars, by the way. I'm pretty sure every car I've bought from you, by the way, has never gone anywhere. Like, there's a lot of times I've done a buy, trade, sell kind of thing. A lot of them I've got from you have stuck right here. I don't think I've had hardly any of them go anywhere. And if they have, it's only been for a small upgrade that I found with, like, you know, a better looking autograph or maybe something like that, but it's not much. When will the Ryan Blaney 2022 Daytona race wrecked version? That's going to be probably a month or two. Something close to that. Let's see. Have I seen the new Chase helmets? I like the Hooters. I have not seen his new helmets. I'll have to look. Let me look. I can actually get my phone out real quick. A-Shock, you come anywhere near that Elliott Kansas win. You come anywhere near that thing, you will sadly regret it. It will hurt you deeply. It is a dangerous proposition you're playing with here. What was I looking at? Oh, yes, Elliott helmets. I was going to look at that. Where did you see them at? I'm going to look these up. Elliott helmet. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. I gotta see them whenever I can. Did Chase do it, or maybe? No, that's just his... Yeah, I don't see the helmets yet, so I'll have to look at that one. I will be praying to God and the NASCAR gods for us. That will be greatly appreciated. All right, let's see here. Here we go, to the bottom. I'm trying to keep up, but I'm going slow. All right, if pre-order. Here we go. One Steve Suarez win is in already and shipped out along with the Denny Coke 600. Yes, the ARC Coke 600, not the Elites. And for some reason, the 164s, I think, shipped out of Lionel, but not from the suppliers yet. Did you see they banned the around the corner move? Yes, they banned the Chastain move. I think it's the right call. Personally, I thought the move was like, I don't know what the word would be. It was It was almost exploitative, and that's okay because it's kind of like, here's a loophole in the rule book. But the whole idea of that is then you have to close the loophole. So he exploited a loophole, which I'm fine with because that's NASCAR. NASCAR is all about exploiting loopholes. But then once it's been exploited, NASCAR's job is to plug that hole, and it looks like they did, which is what they should have done. That's the right thing. Look, it's doing it once is legendary, but if everyone knows you can gain 2.5 seconds in the final lap, everyone will try it. I'm not kidding when I say everyone will try it. Some people may be too much of a wimp, but if you want to win a race and you're within a second of the leader, it's a no-brainer. Just give it a shot. So it was the right call. They had to make that one. Let's see here. I have a question. I buy a lot of 164s and 2 of the Gen 6 and the 2022 Xfinity cars. Oh, the 164s and 2 of the Gen 6. Here we go. One of the wheels just don't turn. I don't really care because I'm not rolling them around, but they don't turn. Yes, the Xfinity cars don't turn like the Cup cars do on the ARC level, if that's what you're referring to. But if you're referring to rolling, then that's different. I'm not sure on that one. This one just says on eBay. Ty Gibbs fan says, how do I think Ty Gibbs will do this year? Ty Gibbs, I think, will run in the top 20 in points, or right in that ballpark, 18th, 19th, 20th, somewhere in that area. He'll contend for a couple of wins this season, or have a chance at them, even if it might be, super speedway, pit strategy, something like that. But I think he'll contend for a couple, and I think he and Noah will actually have a very good battle for the Rookie of the Year. Did I see Stuart Haas partnered with Sonny D? I did see that. Does this mean there's a chance that Stenhouse goes to Stuart Haas? I don't know. Yes, 03 King, thank you for bringing that up. No more cautions at road courses for stages. Hallelujah. I have been complaining about that for literally years. I hate stage cautions. By the way, I hate them on all tracks, not just road courses. But road courses were the worst because it made no sense. Everybody had to pit so they wouldn't lose their track position, which means they were forfeiting up their points that they earned and therefore defeating the purpose of the points being handed out in the middle of the race. It literally made no sense. That was such a massive problem that needed to be fixed, and now that they have finally fixed it, I am actually extremely glad they did. So yes, I am thrilled that they're not doing those anymore. I think Ty will probably sneak a win somewhere, probably with some strategy or on a restart. Bring around 20th most of the year. I said I think he'll have a couple good runs here, a couple of rookie mistakes, but I think in points he'll round up there. If he wins, obviously in the playoffs, but I don't have him pegged to win in his first season. Let's see. You see the driver will be penalized 2 laps for a loose wheel and no longer affect the crew chief. Yeah, I don't know why penalizing the driver is supposed to help, because it's not like they are trying to leave these wheels loose. I get the non-crew chief thing, but I just think that whole issue still stems back to you created a problem with the single lug. And it's not really the team's, drivers, or anyone's fault. It's just a bad system. It's just what it is. Let's see here. Cody Ware, champion incoming? I doubt it. So dumb. Yeah, I don't like the wheel rule. I also don't like the what was the other rule that they added in that I wasn't a huge fan of? I want to say it was the what was that rule? The Xfinity package. They changed a couple of rules. They didn't tweak a ton. The Xfinity package, I know a lot of people were getting worried, but I think that's actually a tweak that might end up working out well, because it's taking away even more downforce, and I think that's probably a decent thing to do. So I do think that the Xfinity rule change may not be as overblown as people have got. Like, people have been freaking out because they changed the rule. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think. Race Grace, I got a crazy story. Richard Petty came with trailers of all of his cars, and my grandpa got pictures with him, and my mom did too. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Jeremy Clements says it was terrible. I mean, it is testing, so I'm not going to believe Jeremy Clements yet because, like I said, it was testing at Charlotte at night. So we got to give these guys a little while to tweak on these things and get them running the way they like them before we go and assume that it's just so much worse because at the end of the day, it could be a combination of the tire, the cooler temps. There's many things. The overall changes they made should have basically lessened some of the skew, and also it should have lowered the downforce. So I don't think that's going to hurt that bad. What are my thoughts on the mufflers? Not a huge fan. Run them if you have to get a race. Run at certain places where noise is a concern, but outside of that, I mean, race cars are made to be loud. Let's see. I love the Arkham Nard Series engine. Yeah, not as much as a Cup Series engine, especially a 2012. Them suckers were just howling. How can you make the normal 2012 spoiler into a super speedway one on a diecast without buying one? Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know for sure because I think you have to get a spoiler from somewhere, and to do that, you're gonna have to pull it off of some car. So I'm not really sure how you would do it without buying a car that already has a spoiler. They updated it because they were behind arrow-wise with Chevy. Oh, the Toyota. Yeah, they did set the arrow, so we'll see if Toyota comes out with a vengeance this year. Why does ARCA run older cars, and how many years back are the cars to this date? They run older cars just because most of those teams can't afford to just build brand new race cars all the time. So, there's an ecosystem that's kind of nice where these Cup guys could sell their old cars and there was a buyer. Because if there's no one to buy your old car is just worth a hunk of scrap metal is all. Rarest diecast ever made? Probably the Jimmy Johnson 250th start car, color chrome. That's probably the rarest car ever made. I think there's only like 100. Is there only 150 of those? It's a pretty rare car. And then the other one would be the Elliott Homestead Dual Autograph Edition. What about a choose rule for plate racing? I'm mixed. So here's my thing. The choose rule is great. I think it's a great rule. The problem I have on super speedways is sometimes they're going down the backstretch when they get the go-ahead. Like, they'll be halfway down the backstretch and suddenly they're like, hey, we're going to go green this time, bye. And so then first drops low, second goes high. Third drops low, second goes... Like, it's just that way. The leader picks their lane, and then everyone else just simply files into the lane that they're supposed to be in. So, I don't know. I am concerned that on super speedways, as good as the intention may be, it may add extra yellow laps because they may be going down the backstretch saying, hey, we're going to go green this time by. And the last thing I want to see is, oh, well, we have to wait until we get around to the start-finish line to choose. Like, no, let's get back to racing. Like, I know you have it's a half a lap at such a big track that I would rather the choose be able to take place quickly. And if they can't do a choose on the backstretch, then I would rather them just get rid of the choose rule and line up and go. I would rather have more green flag racing than a choose rule at plate tracks. How many years back is the ARCA cars? Probably about 2013 and 14. How many races do I think Elliott will win? I'm going to go with a 4-win season. On the average, I think he'll 1 to 2 wins if he has a really rough year. Top end, I think he could get about 6. I think 6 is about the top end wins. The new car, it's going to be hard to win that many races, so... I want the Daytona to bring back the backstretch grandstands, a.k.a. the super stretch. Yeah, if they can fill them, I'm sure they would, but NASCAR just isn't what it used to be. Team orders is my problem. Definitely. I'm not a huge fan of team orders. That's for sure. Not a fan of those, but I also understand at plate tracks where it's like help your manufacturer or your team win. I just am not a huge fan of, a driver having to sacrifice their race for someone else's race when they have no benefit. Priest has no shot at the championship this year. I would agree. There's a good chance. A-Shock coming in with a super chat, just because. Just cuz. So A-Shock's got the super chat lead on the day. The good news is I will take both of those dollars and I will put them towards producing a video. So I showed this off earlier, but I've already recorded multiple segments. I am putting together a full-blown vlog of my snowmobile trip. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. I've never done a lot of editing and stuff, so That'll be on the other channel, by the way. If you haven't already subscribed to RA's Junk Drawer, you can check that one out. But that's the channel where I'll be posting vlogs from the Daytona trip. Daytona might be... I'm not sure if Daytona will be, but that's where I put my non-NASCAR stuff. So that's where snowmobile, there's a good chance... There is a good chance that the Daytona one ends up over there. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but I'm going to do both. Let's see. How about Wayne Peterson in ARCA? We use an old CGR chassis from the 2000s with an old RCR engine. We also sometimes have an old Bill Davis chassis too. Yeah, see, and that's what I mean. Like it's using the older equipment, and that's a good thing because otherwise that equipment would be scrapped. I bought the car for $100. Oh, I think I must have missed another chat before that about that. Maybe I didn't. Two most expensive NASCAR diecasts are the Brooks and Dunn Dale Sr. and Bobby Labonte LeBron James. I didn't even know they made those two cars. I'd be interested to see how many they made. Because I honestly didn't even know those two cars existed. Oh, I should say that. I knew the Brooks and Dunn Earnhardt did. I did not know about the Labonte LeBron James car. Okay. I'll plug this one in over here. Because I do have some other things I have to do. Little flapper with a sad face. I'm going to put that one in the way because it's a good-looking car. So, yeah, anyway, I also wanted to shout out the channel because I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, they were prototypes. Okay, so that's why. I don't count prototypes in the rarest ever made. But, I agree. Prototypes are a very rare car because I only made 6 of them. Which is why my Casey Kane Procore safety car is one of the most rare cars I have. Anyway, so what was I? Oh, yes. So for those of you who are excited for the 2023 cars, you may have noticed there's a lack of 2023 cars on my website. And here's why. I have decided I'm going to only give it a month window. So here's what's going to happen. All the way till the end of February, starting sometime next week, or not next week, it might be the week after. But anyway, you can pre-order any car off the website, and you can defer the payment. So you just hit PayPal for pre-order, and it pays later. And that's just basically so that way I know what cars to get for people when they come in. So next week, I'm going to do not next week. It might be the week after. In 2 weeks, there will be a live stream where we're going to go through all of the new paint schemes for 2023. I'm going to show you the link on the website so you guys can see the links and whatnot and what to do if you want to get a car pre-order or whatnot. But I will leave all of those listings on the website until the end of February. So if you want any 2023 cars, don't worry. The 2022 wins are still going to be up. That's fine. I'm saying the non-race version 2023's standard paint schemes and all that, at the end of February, they are all coming down. So if you want to pre-order one, you got to pre-order it before the end of February. So we're going to do a whole stream on this. So don't worry. It's not like it's going anywhere. But starting in 2 weeks, I'm going to show all the new cars off. We're going to go through all the paint schemes, what I like about them, what I don't. We're going to have a whole long live stream. And at the end of the day, when we're all said and done, all the cars that are there will be on the website. You'll have till the end of February to pre-order one. If there's none pre-ordered at the end of February, I'm taking them down just so that way I don't have to stock it. Because like I said, for those of you who don't know what I mean by stock it, that's stock. All the cars back there. All them, some of them. So to try and get that number down, that's what we're going to do. So yes, there will be 124th Elite, 124th ARC, 164th. All of them will be options for pre-order. But at the end of February, the listings come down. So this means get your pre-order in. Like I said, there's a option at checkout to say PayPal for pre-order. Hit that selection. You won't have to pay anything up front. What it does is it tells me, hey, I want this car, and so I get it in, and then when it comes in, I contact and let you know, hey, it's in, and then we work, I set up the listing, and that way you can pay for it when it comes in. But yes, so that listing or that stream's going to be in 2 weeks, and we're going to go through all the new cars, and we're going to give basically an open window for anyone to pre-order whatever they want, and then at the end of that month, everything's going to close up. Again, that's mostly for me, so that way I can make sure that if you pre-order something, I can make sure I have it on hand. And it also gives you guys a window to kind of aim for, so you can at least put a kind of a wish list together of the stuff that I'm supposed to bring in for you. So just letting you guys know, that'll be in 2 weeks. There is no listing on the Nashville ones yet. That's because I believe, I gotta check, but I think they might be sold out. I have to double check it. So if there's not, if I have an extra, it will go back in stock, and I'll send you an email because I have your email. Today I got Harvick's Busch Apple in color chrome, and also the Keselowski Bristol. Well, the Keselowski one looked really good. I think that one's pretty underrated car. So congrats on that one, Torsk. And then, yeah, that Harvick one, that's a good color. That nice red looks great in liquid color, too. Highly recommend that. Let's see. Go we go. Stream is coming to an end. Yeah, it's going to come to an end real quick. I don't have as much time because, like I said, I do have to pack up for the snowmobile trip. I still got to get a lot of things put together and pack up all my stuff. I also have to make a ton of reviews, so that way you guys have something to watch all next week while I'm gone. So I will have to do that. Gonna pre-order a lot of 164s. Well, that's awesome. Good to hear. Like I said, they'll be up next week. And I actually do get most pre-order or most 164s in stock. So, but yeah, those will be, like I said, beginning of March, end of February is when those come down. So, like I said, don't be worried about when they come in. The payment will be due when it comes in. Don't worry about that. You just got to make sure you select PayPal for pre-order. Even if you want to use a card, definitely hit the PayPal for pre-order, because if it comes in on a card, I run it right away, because believe me, it's a pain to try and do it later. So I'm just letting you know that. So 2 weeks is when that'll happen, and that's what you'll hit. You'll hit PayPal for pre-order, and then you'll be able to pre-order whatever you're looking for. So 2 weeks, we'll do the stream. We'll look at all the new paint schemes. That includes the Napa car for Elliott, the new Hooters car, which is awesome, the Ross Chastain cars, which Advent Health looks really good. I think the Worldwide Express looks even better. I mean, there are some good-looking Chastain ones in there, too, so tons of good ones. And yeah, so there will be a ton of different cars for pre-order, but like I said, 2 weeks, and it said some of the stuff's not even on the site yet. A lot of it's going to get put on, and all go on at once. So just wanted to let you know. Yes, the week of the Daytona 500, it'll be early in the week is when the stream is. But like I said, the listings are going to stay up to the end of February. But that's just when the stream will be, when we're going to go through and take a look at all these new cars and all the stuff with them. So yeah, I just wanted to shout that one out so you guys could be ready for that one, because it's going to be kind of a different style stream. I'm going to try and set up the webcam part and see if I can get it to work right, and then we're going to stream the computer screen and stuff. So anyway, so yeah, otherwise, guys, that's kind of the end of the stream. I don't have anything new to show off, so I will have a lot of new reviews to show off. For those of you interested, check out the eBay page. There's going to be a lot of special finish cars and different stuff on there this week. So you can find that link, I think, on the homepage. I can't remember where it's at, but there is the eBay link. So there will be some cool cars on there. But other than that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Get a couple more chats here before we wrap up. Let's see here. I was so mad my dad didn't get me the Kyle Busch 2022 car. It was $100 at Pocono. It was unreleased, and then I get it, but it was $60. If there's a regular paint scheme, the good news is at least it is available. The Bristol Dirt one was tough. That one kind of disappeared real quick and was pretty tough. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you, Clyde. I appreciate it. Oh, you could have got the car signed the same day. Ooh, yeah. I don't disagree there. Got that car signed the same day at Pocono. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, the Bristol Dirt car was a tough one to get. I'm telling you, that's going to be a hard one to find later on too. So yeah. Didn't say love you back. That's a little weird. I'm not going to do that on internet. Come on, Clyde. I'm not going to do that on the internet. You're making me blush. No, I do appreciate everybody. I don't take that lightly when I say I really do appreciate all that support for the channel. It really is nice to have that, because I'm telling you, it is it's awesome to be able to do something I've always enjoyed, which is literally looking at race cars and model cars. And I have a video of me doing a diecast review at like 7 years old with an iPod or something weird. Maybe it was a camcorder, like, old school. I did a review. So it's cool that I can do that and then have people that like it, enjoy it. And then I can also supply them with the cars, because then I get to know, hey, this person's got that car because I remember, sending it to them and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, that'll wrap up the stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, going to be gone, so stay tuned. You'll see plenty of reviews. There's going to be a bunch of reviews coming through throughout the next week, and then we'll do the live stream once I get back. We'll take a look at some paint schemes. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next Diecast review.